Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. Hit that like button, comment below, share, do all of that. It's your host, F. Merritt. Hit the like button right now. Help the channel out. While you're at it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for all things sports entertainment related. With that being said, it's your host, F. Merritt. I'm just randomly thinking, right? Manny Pacquiao taking on Errol Spence. The legend in Manny Pacquiao, the young lion in Errol Spence. Well, he's not young. He's like, early 30s, but still. Errol Spence in his prime right now. Looking phenomenal. Coming off of a great victory, a dominating win in Danny Garcia. Manny Pacquiao coming off of a great victory over Keith Thurman, split decision. Got an early knockdown, looked phenomenal. Just thinking, what happens if Errol Spence loses to Manny Pacquiao? And what happens if Manny Pacquiao loses to Errol Spence? Now, listen, I'm going to start off like this. If Errol Spence loses to Manny Pacquiao, these are the series of events that could be taking place. Obviously, Errol Spence has the IBF welterweight title and the WBC welterweight title. Okay, there's rumors going on out here that the WBA might be reinstating Manny Pacquiao for the WBA belt. So we could potentially have a 3-belt unification fight between Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao. Now, if Errol Spence loses to Manny Pacquiao, obviously his belts are gone. You've just lost to a legend. No shame in that. But you lost to a 42-year-old man coming off of a 2-year layoff. I mean, what else is there? And he's going to be retiring. That is the perfect way for Manny Pacquiao to go out. Nonetheless, if Manny Pacquiao loses to Errol Spence, none of what he's accomplished in the sport of boxing changes. All of his wins, all of his losses, his ups, his downs, him being knocked out, him beating the crap out of people, it doesn't change anything. You're still a legend. No matter what happens, win, lose, or draw, you're still a legend. But if Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence, that's a great way to go out. But you take Errol Spence all his belts away, right? You take both of his belts. Now, this is one thing a lot of people don't realize. Manny Pacquiao has never unified. He has never unified his whole career. All of his accomplishments, boxing's only eight weight class division champion. He's never unified. That's really crazy if you really think about it. But at the same time, if he beats Errol Spence, now he can put that on his resume, 3-belt champion. But do you stay around and try to go for undisputed at welterweight? That's something Floyd has never done. At this point, as bad as we all want undisputed at welterweight division, I don't even know if it's possible to do with all the politics going on. It's a lot of politics, a lot of fights that we want to be made, but it's just too many politics going on. Lack of money, lack of promotion from certain promoters, networks. But I mean, overall, listen, if Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence, he can accomplish all those goals that I just mentioned. Now, if Errol Spence, let me go back. If Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence, it will be the old lion still got the job done. The legend still lives. And then if he does decide to retire, the belts get dispersed. And this is where I get to Errol Spence. If Errol Spence loses to Manny Pacquiao, the belts get dispersed. His 2 belts are gone. He might as well go ahead and just move up to 54 because he's barely making it at 47. He's a big welterweight, a really big welterweight. He just, man, I can't imagine like all the hard work that he's done to get where he's at and to lose to Manny Pacquiao. Now, it's no shame in losing to Manny Pacquiao, but everything that comes with losing to Manny Pacquiao, your 2 belts get dispersed. You could potentially be fighting for a 3rd belt in the WBA, like I mentioned earlier. And I know that Errol Spence wants to fight for undisputed. The business just has to be right when it comes to Terrence Crawford. Now, if Errol Spence beats Manny Pacquiao, you have a legend on your resume. You beat Danny Garcia, you beat Mikey Garcia, you beat Sean Porter, you beat all these other guys. You got Manny Pacquiao. You will always be the A side. Not only that, but depending on how you beat him, hey man, this is a big fight for you. You're on the main stage. You're gonna gain so much more respect, so many more fans. You become a worldwide superstar now. Now, when you say big fish, oh, you're the big fish. No doubt in that. But now you are superstar status. You are a legend. You are a living legend. And this is where you go on your rampage. This is where you can command 70-30 on Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, if I am you, I'm hoping Manny Pacquiao wins this fight and he dispersed the belts so you can potentially fight for, start picking up belts and make the fights a little bit easier. Hopefully Top Rank can get their hands on a welterweight, a belt or have somebody fight for a vacant belt or something. I don't know, but all I know is I want undisputed. We all want undisputed, but a lot of people, we have to understand there's politics involved. Now, if Errol Spence loses to Manny Pacquiao, I think he moves up to 54 without question. I think, hey, I went this far, I lost to Manny Pacquiao, we're going to go. Manny Pacquiao retires, the belts are dispersed, Errol Spence goes to 54, and I think he still does good. He's a big welterweight. Those guys are 54. It's going to be some interesting matchups because 54, everybody can beat everybody. But let me know what you guys think. If Errol Spence beats Manny Pacquiao or Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence, man, it's going to be an event in August. Look forward to it. It's your host, F. Merritt, P4P Sports Entertainment. I'm out.